Salutations, my friends! Welcome to Love, Pray, Paint! I guess it's a game show. Welcome back to our 12 days of Christmas plus some extra extravaganza! Woo! We will be doing another painting for our 12 Days of Christmas series. And today, I bet you're wondering, what fancy painting are we doing? Today we will be doing a snowscape, landscape, maybe a little abstracty, more just landscapey. And I thought this would be so cute for the Christmas/winter season. It would make a great gift for a loved one who just loves nature and loves winter, but you could actually keep up all year round. It wouldn't just be a painting that you could only use for the Christmas season. So I thought this would be a perfect choice. And it will look lovely all year round. We will be painting some birch trees, a little snowy birch tree situation. I don't know what I'm talking about. So if you like this painting, please keep watching. Also, don't forget to follow me on my social media, on Instagram at Love Pray Paint and Twitter at Love Pray Paint. So, without further ado, let's get painting, and we'll go through our materials and everything we're going to be needing. Yes, awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me, and Merry, 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 Merry Christmas, you all. Happy Hanukkah, happy holidays to you, and if you're an atheist, just happy winter. I don't know what, I just feel uncomfortable with the whole religion thing, but I want to celebrate this time of year, and I want everybody to be able to celebrate with me. Here we are at our canvas. Thank you for joining me. We're going to be going through our materials of what we need right now. We are going to need a couple different kinds of paint, not many because this is a very simple painting as usual. We will need cobalt blue for the sky. We will need white, of course. We will be needing any type of black. I'm using permanent black. You can use any brand. You will need water. You will also be needing some masking tape, any kind of tape that you have that's easy to pull off. Maybe a ruler. You will also be needing paper towels to clean your brushes. Obviously, paintbrushes. Paintbrushes, the size doesn't really matter. That sounds weird. Okay, I usually like to use, this is what I use pretty much all the time, Simply Simmons 3/8 angled brush. This looks terrible, but this is a trusty good fella, and you can use them for pretty much any painting. Maybe like a bigger paintbrush like this, and also either a palette knife like this, or a flat edge palette knife, or even just an old credit card that you no longer use. And obviously a palette or something to put your paint onto. And I also like using the glass fluid median. You can use it from any brand. This one's Liquitex Basics. Anyway, and a spray bottle and a sponge to mist your canvas down. You don't have to do that, that's optional. This is going to be mainly real time. I might speed up a couple parts just so it doesn't stay too long. You should be able to get this painting done, I'm guessing, within a half an hour. If you haven't painted that long, maybe an hour. I haven't painted a test painting, so I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of estimating or ballparking, but you should be able to get it done in a relatively short amount of time. Okay, so why don't we actually start with taping off our trees and where we're going to have them. There's no rhyme or reason. I do have some sample photos of Pixabay, and you can either use Pixabay or Pixels or any free use website. I am not actually going to use an actual reference photo because I couldn't find one that I liked or for like the vision that I was thinking. So this is all going to just kind of come from my mind, because I don't have my my regular camera. It died, so I'm filming on my phone right now. But we can film most of this on my phone, which is fine. I already went through the paint colors, and now we're going to be taping off our canvas. I pretty much want these to go down to the bottom, but I am going to stop them probably about right here. You can tape that off if you want, or you could just kind of draw a line. I'm just going to kind of guesstimate because I'm going to be putting snow over mine, and you don't have to fill your entire canvas with the trees. And I think I want mine pretty thin, so I'm pretty much going to leave them the size of the tape. And since this is kind of abstract-y, I'm not going to worry about them being like perfectly straight. Or I mean, I don't care if they're perfectly straight, I should say. And so, sorry if the quality of this video is not going to be as good as my other ones, because I, like I said, my camera died, and I do have 2 batteries, but just forgot to charge my other one. So we're filming this on my phone. That's what I used to do before I got my camera. Well, I had a webcam, I guess. Well, I guess I could use that right now, but that's all right. We will just stick with what we're doing. And it doesn't matter where you place these, just put them wherever you want them. And you don't have to follow exactly with mine. Yeah, just kind of put them where you want them. You can put some closer together, further apart, on top of each other. I want mine to spread out. And so this is kind of like looking at like if it was like the bottom half of the trees. I'm not trying to like put the tree tops in there. I just want the birch trees. And you can put them like crooked or straight or however you want. And so I want this kind of like a snowy kind of effect. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making the sky blue, but more of like a really light, almost like gray blue. Do you guys like my haircut? I cut it myself. I went crazy and I took a kitchen scissors and just snipped off my own hair like a wacko. I just was so sick of it, and it was just driving me nuts. And I'm just like, I'm just going to cut my hair off. I know that seems crazy, but I just couldn't stand it. Anyway, so I just chopped it all off. Okay. Got most of these on here. I think I'm happy with the amount I have. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to be mixing up our blue. I'm using cobalt blue. You're welcome to use ultramarine. Would be really beautiful. This is like the one time that I would use ultramarine because I would like the kind of gray tone it gives you. I'm just going to use cobalt blue because it's my favorite. And you can use, you know, phthalo blue, ultramarine, whatever kind of blue, because this is your painting and you can paint it however you want. I'm just here to give you some tips and tricks on how to paint this. All right, so we're starting off with our sky, like I said. And what we're going to do is we're going to need a pencil. I didn't say that in the beginning, but we do. And I kind of want somewhere in the middle-ish. I think probably right about here. We're going to make a little sunshine. A little sunshine, a little sun. But everybody needs a little sunshine too, right? We can make this lower or higher. I just kind of want it lower. Maybe it's kind of getting into dusk a little bit and the sun's kind of setting in between the trees. And you can make this bigger or smaller, whatever size floats your boat. Okay, so I'm not going to paint this area. I'm going to leave it white. Okay, so we can use a bigger brush. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure, what is this? This is 40 millimeter from the Fine Touch. I got it in a pack of maybe 2, or maybe it was a whole pack of brushes. But anyway, I really like this little fella here. And if you want to make this easier, take your, probably do this after you put your tape down because, well, you don't want it to pull your tape up. Kind of just spray it down. And then what you're gonna do is, where the heck? But you can just use your paintbrush for this. You don't need a sponge. Just make sure you brush this like this because you don't want those drops of water on there. That would not be good. So you're gonna just brush this. That smells like cleaning chemicals. Weird. I should probably not be using that spray bottle. Weird. Weird, weird. I thought I had only ever had like water in there. Anyway, so we're gonna mix our white and our cobalt blue, and I want a really light, very, very light blue. So we're gonna have more blue, or more white than blue. So you're gonna wanna do 75% white, 25% blue. So this is gonna be super, super faint blue. And you don't have to like fully mix it. It's better if it's not fully mixed because we're doing a sky. So we want it to kind of, we want it to have that variety in it. So we're just going to go across our canvas with our light blue. And it's okay, like I want the streaking. You want the streaking. I'm not making clouds on this because I want it to be super easy. And I want it to be a beautiful, clear winter day. Oh yes, and I'm thinking about opening either an Etsy store or an Amazon store. I'm leaning more towards like eBay and Amazon because they don't, Etsy charges per month, I believe. Anyway, you'll be able to find my prints and my paintings online soon. Just as soon as I get enough time to be able to actually list all of them. See how we kind of have this really, I love using this cobalt blue for this painting because it has such a great, almost like a gray undertone when you mix it with a lot of white. Oh, and another thing, try to push these tape pieces down really hard. I don't think I pushed mine down that hard, so you might get a little bit of paint under them, but it honestly doesn't really matter because we're going to be painting our birch trees there. So yeah, like I said, this is pretty abstract-y. This isn't going to be some super hard thing that you're not going to be able to accomplish. And you don't have to be intimidated whatsoever by this painting. You can just get in there and paint it, and whoever gets it, whoever loves birch trees is going to love it oh so much. And remember, anybody can paint. Anybody at all. And the reason I am choosing to do such basic beginner level paintings is that you can feel like you can actually do these paintings. And I might do a couple of more advanced, but maybe we can start like a number system at like beginner, level 1, level 2, level 3 type of thing. I think that would be really helpful for people. And when I upload the video, I'll put like level 1 painting, so you know that it's a level 1. And I know I kind of got away from doing these talk through tutorials for a while, and really just kind of try to concentrate on making speed paintings. But you know, I do think it's important for me to give back and teach people how to paint that maybe, you know, maybe you can't afford to go to art classes, because I mean, honestly, they're so expensive. I hate to say that, but it's true. I mean, art classes are ridiculous. You take like a watercolor class and it's like $250 or up to thousands of dollars. I mean, for a hobby, if you're a hobby painter like me, this is not my career. I mean, maybe it will be. I like to treat it like a job. And I'm sure it will be soon. I have no doubt in my mind that it will. But for people who are just doing this and just want to learn to have something to do, you know, or even if you do want to make it your career, you know, it's ridiculous how much people charge for that. And I don't want to be one of those people. I want it to be affordable, and I want to help people, and I want to give back. I want, you know, this is the season of giving. Okay, this is what I'm getting at. Okay. I'm going to add some more white because that got pretty dark there. I'm really using a lot of paint on this. That's okay though. You just want to add some more white in there because I don't want it super blue like I said. I want it a very light blue color. And I like it when it has this, I mean, I like it to have this variety. And we can work on putting in our little sun. I think we will do a little hint of just a tiny bit of yellow. Not much. I mean, when I say a smidge, I mean like a drop. I'll show you what I mean. I wasted so much blue paint. You guys are going to be like mad at me because I'm always talking about trying to conserve money, and I used up so much of that. I say a small amount, I mean like that. Tiny, tiny bit. And never ever put two colors together. Don't ever put your other color onto the white. You want to take your white into the other color so you don't waste your color. Okay. And so we'll kind of have this shining through. Try not to get too much of that blue on there because this will turn green. And so that looks super yellow. So what I want to do is just go back into my white, wipe this off, go into my white, and just add some white on there. And then once this blue dries, we will put like a few little pretty rays going out. So try to save that combination that you made. We're gonna let this, I don't know if I really have time to let this dry completely, so I'm actually gonna start pulling mine up on the side that I started on. So mine's not gonna turn out as good as yours, but I don't have time to let this dry. If you're doing this, try to let it dry. I'm always in a hurry because, you know, life. When you're doing this, I hope it's relaxing for you and you don't have to worry about things like time. So, and it's okay if it looks like this because we're going to be taking our black and white and fixing these up. Okay. This is like one of those things that's like oddly satisfying. This is one of these paintings where, you know, I can kind of be face to face with you and not really worry so much about having it up close because it's so very simple that you really don't need to be up close. I'm gonna do this with a palette knife or with an old credit card, like I said. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our black and our white, and you can paint these white if you want. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go over with my black, and I'll show you what I mean. You wanna really thin this out. If you don't have this fluid gloss, you can use craft paint, or you can use just water. Because this stuff is honestly a little bit expensive, and the Liquitex hardly ever has sales. But Hobby Lobby, they do each week have like a 40% off coupon in their little paper, so you could use that. It's on like off one item, and you could space on my battery's charged enough where I can actually get some of this filming done because my phone is now full. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to have just a little bit of the paint on either your palette knife, and it has to be like one of these, the long straight edge, or your credit card. And you're just gonna, like right here on the edge, and you're gonna pull over. And you can actually leave, like if you want to do this an easier way, you're gonna paint this whole background blue, let it dry, then put one piece of tape on this side and one piece of tape on this side, and it's going to make this process of pulling this across easier because you won't have to clean up or anything afterwards. So it will stop the black paint from going on to the blue paint. So just make sure you have enough paint on there, not too much, not too little. You just kind of want a medium amount, and it's going to give the effect of a birch tree. See, isn't this so cool? I like love doing this. I think it is such a cool little trick. And it's okay if you get big blotches like that, because you can go in with your white and go across it again. And that's where it comes in handy, not having too much paint on your palette knife. Okay. Just sure you don't have too much on there, and you know it's okay if you do, because this is pretty abstract anyway. Obviously this isn't this isn't exactly like super realistic, but you know that's what makes it cool. And you can run this like this too if you want, to kind of give the appearance that it's like the edge of the tree. Anyway, I really like doing this. I love this little trick. And quite honestly, I don't remember where I learned this. I learned this from someone else. I believe I learned it from somebody else's video, but I really cannot. It's been so many years since I've made one of these that I have no... You know what? No, I didn't learn it from somebody else's video. I read it online on a blog. If I can find the blog that I got this from, I'll link it below. Just because I like to give whoever invented this credit. Obviously, I would never want to steal anybody's creative spirit or whatever, originality. If it's not yours, don't take it and don't claim it. Yeah, I actually, even with this big black blotch, I think it looks really cool. And yeah, this is super, super easy. And even where this part is, you can just take it right across there. It doesn't matter. It's supposed to be like funky and abstract and cool. So just keep, you know, keep pulling this across. I don't think I really need to show me doing all of them, just because I'm pretty sure you understand what we're doing here. And these look really cool. I have one, I'll insert a picture. I have a really big one that I've done. So I'll insert the picture of it. It's super awesome. So I'm just gonna pause this, and then we'll be back and I'll have all of these trees done. I have most of my trees done. I kind of jacked this one up a little bit, so don't mind that tree. I will be fixing it later once this dries. So what I want to do now is I want to take my white paint And I'm going to just kind of brush it across this bottom part here and then up onto the trees a little bit. So I'm just going to take my brush that I was using before, try to keep it out of the black and whatever else you have going on your palette, or even better, be smart and change your palette. I just want to get this snow on here and I'm impatient. So I am going to try to just get it on there. By being impatient. And you can also spray your canvas if this isn't going on very well. I couldn't stand having that all that paint on there, so I just got a new paper plate. And I'm gonna mix my white with the fluid. And just paint away. Move that out of the way. I can just speed this up for this part. You don't really need to see me paint this white. Okay, and so you see how I'm kind of like waving this across here? This is going to give the appearance like it's a snowy tundra. And this is like, you know, this down here is like the snow and it's just piled up so deep. And you know, I'm used to that much snow because I live in Minnesota and it's very snowy here. Sometimes, not always. Some winters we hardly get any snow and, well, that's not true. We always have a lot of snow, but sometimes it's not like it's as snowy as the mountains or anything. So what you're going to do now is after you have this part painted white, and really, realistically, you should probably keep this a little bit lower, the horizon line, but I always tend to like to take mine up real high. And if you want this to look more realistic, you can, you know, bring it down and make the roots of the tree and everything, but I want to keep mine fun and easy and carefree. So what we're going to do is kind of take the snow up around the tree, you know, like it's on the tree like this. And so it kind of looks like it's piled up on the tree, which is, you know, or giving the illusion. You kind of want to let these dry all the way. I haven't. But if you're doing this, make sure yours are all the way dry, otherwise you'll get black like I did. But I think it adds to the I mean, snow isn't completely pure white, let's just be honest. It's always, you know, a little bit dirty, right? So we are going to just take this up on the sides of the tree like that, and see when you don't wait till it's dry. But you know, the great thing about acrylics is you can just paint over it later and it'll be oh so white. Okay, this one I have to be really careful because I can see it's super wet. Ugh, that just sounded gross. So we're kind of trying to make it look like the snow has piled up around the trees like it would be in real life. Like, oh, look at how high this one went, all the way up here. Okay, so then we'll just keep piling up our snow. And if you want to actually make it snow, see like how black this one is? That one is like not dry at all. Which is fine, it doesn't really matter. We can just fix it later. And if you take up your snow too high, just, Jesus, it just keeps getting worse. No way, Jose. I don't like how high that one went, so I'm going to go over it with blue. I don't know who I'm telling that to, but... Oh, maybe I do like it. It's kind of fun. Gives it a whimsical feel. Okay, and so then when we're done with that, we want to kind of make some rays of sunshine here. So we're going to go back to our yellow that I don't have any of. Since I already have the white on my brush, I'm just going to leave it on there. And make my very pale yellow. And I'm just going to make some little sun rays here. Try to keep this really light. And we're not going to leave them like this, just so you know. We're going to take another brush. Try to take most of the water off and kind of pull this like that. And you don't want to leave that on there too long. And you're going to want to pull that till most of the color is gone. And if you get too much, you can just go back into your blue. Well, my blue is underneath this one. Just go back into your blue and tidy it up. Like if you think you got too much, you can just go right back in there and go over it. Which I think I definitely went a little overboard with that color. And I'll probably just leave them going that way. I don't really want it too much. I kind of just like it like that. So I'm just going to leave those rays like that. If you want, you can make, you know, a whole radius of it. I don't want that. I just want it like this. And I think what I'm going to do is make it snowing for some extra fun. You're going to want to take a toothbrush, a really stiff bristle toothbrush. I just have a baby one here, which is fine. It works just fine. And your white paint. And I know I keep doing this for snow, but I just find it so enjoyable. I cannot help it. I'm so sorry. I love doing splatter painting. It's so fun to me. It brings me so much joy. And during this time of year, we need all the joy we can get. We're going to make our mixture for our splatter, just a little bit of water and, well, a lot of bit of water and some paint. And the reason you use a lot of water is because the thinner it is, the better it's going to splatter. You don't want it too thin though, because then it will run down your painting, and we're not trying to make it look like it's raining. We're trying to make it look like it's snowing. Okay. And we're just going to splatter our painting. Just like our galaxy paintings, just like our painting last time. And it's okay, because this is abstract, so if you get like regular splatters like that, don't worry about it. The Art Sherpa, she has a special brush for doing this that I don't know if she invented it or made it or how she went about designing it. It's quite expensive. I think eventually I will get it just because I feel like it'll make a difference in the quality of splats I have. But I just thought I'd recommend that to you guys because if you don't want it doing that, the best bet is just to get a brush specially made for that. I know they do have the brushes with those really long bristles. I'm not really the biggest fan of those. I'll link her brush under my video though. I'm sure it works great. I've seen her use it and I've seen other people's reviews of it. But I just honestly really haven't gotten around to getting it, and I don't know. It's a big investment for me to buy like expensive brushes. But I know that Michael's has sales all the time, and maybe she'll have like I'm sure she probably had a Black Friday sale, but I missed it. Okay, so just make as many splats as you want. You can even splat down here. Anyway, I just wanted this to look like it was snowing. And the easiest way to do that is just to do the splatter You can go in and make individual dots if you want. There's no way I'm going to do that because that will take so long and it won't be as fun. This is way funner. This is much funner. I wish this had longer bristles though. I think using a baby toothbrush is not the way to go on this. Yes, this is so cute. I'm in love. Okay, so I think we are pretty much done with this. I mean, this would be a great painting to do if you have those kind of, those sort of like wine and paint nights. Because like I said, anybody can make this and make it look awesome. I'm trying to make it look like a blizzard here. That's why I'm adding so many splatters. I just love doing this too. It's super fun. And the closer you get, the better you can get these. They look more snow-like. Anyway, so I think I'm pretty much done with this one. I might add some extra splatters and sort of fix that up a little bit. Well, maybe I'll add some extra right now just because I can. In our blustery snowstorm. Okay, so that's our final painting. Thanks for painting with me. Don't forget, I'm going to have a video up every single day for the 12 days of Christmas. This is our second one. I hope you really enjoyed this and had fun making this snowy winter wonderland with me. Just from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I know I say this like every video, but I am so grateful for the people who have been coming on this journey with me. I work really hard to bring you all of these painting tutorials. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly am grateful for every single one of you that follow me and follow along with these, or don't, or just watch me. I'm just so grateful that I have the opportunity to do this, even though it's a free platform and anybody can make videos, but it's just really nice to have the support. So thank you for watching, and please stick around with me, because at the end of our 12 days of Christmas, I will be having a giveaway. All right, thank you and goodbye. Mwah! Okay, I feel like I'm gonna burp. That was the weakest burp ever. Salutations, my friends. This is Love, Pray, Paint. My name is Maria. And I don't know why I'm talking so weird. This is Love, Pray, Paint. My name is Maria. Thank you for, oh my god, my nose is running. Okay, so, what is wrong with me today? Today we are going to be doing another painting for our Painting for 12 Days of Christmas series, and I like to shake my shoulders like this. We will be doing another painting for our 12 days of painting Christmas, painting Christmas, plus crafts, plus I don't know what else. Follow me on my social media. I don't know why I always get a broadcaster voice when I make these videos, but it cracks me up.